6'4", yeah. He got 99 perimeter and 99 steal. That's crazy, dog.
Oh god, that's funny.
And my boy said he was out there seeing a celebrity. Damn, that's tough. Good shot, man. Starting like last game, ain't? Yo, he horrible though. That's tough. He sleeps, right? Layup. Okay, let's see what you got this game. How many you gonna get? Okay. What we doing? Big man going to work. I would say he out here to put in work. What the fuck?
Put it down.
Can you get that? Thank you, sir.
You know what it is.
Thank you, sir. That's one. We're gonna keep count. Look at Spain trying to get him some. Okay, that's me, right?
I'm not trying to get himself at the party too.
Let's go, man. Come on.
Hey. Do that.
Niggas hate me. I use all the reaches. I use all the
How many you got? How many reaches you get?
I get three. And I use them all.
Now you use them all.
Cook me for real, Wemby. My bad. Hold on, Wemby.
Rebound. That might be off. Yo.
Nah, you need better shit, brother.
The big man, I think he's 6'8". You ain't liking these cigs right here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, man. You know, it just be, the fucking game don't allow you to start moving to create something.
You can fast stop. You gotta. You know how to, like, when you press R2 and then you flick like the stick like diagonal. The fuck, diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
You say that shit's good.
Diagonal.
Diagonal.
He's diagonal.
You gotta.
God damn.
You gotta press your stick to the middle.
Okay. Rebound. Good pass. That's green.
I got Wemby.
And through your body? Thought you was a lockdown.
You see how he quick stop right there?
Because he was already here, that's me. What?
What? Good pass. That was nice.
Wow.
Okay. That's how we doing it? Okay. My boy hit the donut. Oh, that's tough.
Hey.
So we got 5 steals? Oh, we got 4. Okay. I need to get one more, man.
No, Wemby.
Spank
What?
Spank needs some new knees.
Pause.
Tell him mind his business, man. You see the cook up.
Oh.
You see the cook up. Come on now.
Oh.
It was an old man cook up, but it was cooking. Let's go. I think he's six. How tall are you, Spank? 6'8"?
Yeah, I'm 6'8".
Hey, you outboard him though. He got a big man gotta get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gotta get up, man. He getting outboarded out here. And we actually getting games though.
What is going on, young men between 18 to 29? I am the over 50 guy / the online dad. Listen, y'all know what we do here, so let's get right into it. Man, I heard a guy yesterday. He's over on the Legion of Men podcast, and this guy is absolutely phenomenal. I would encourage you men to go over to his podcast and take a look at some stuff over there. Legion of Men. I wish I knew how to, and I'm going to learn how to pin stuff and how to, put stuff in the description. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'm going to learn. But at any rate, this guy has some phenomenal information along the lines of what we talk about here, and I think you guys can be greatly benefited by checking out his channel. Now, having said that, he was talking about some things yesterday that really resonated with me. We've been talking about building yourself and that type of thing, and that thing is absolutely necessary. But at the core of all of that, men, at the core of all of that is your manhood, is your masculinity, right? And he said a thing that kind of prompted this video. He said that, the young men are so comfortable nowadays that the comfort is stripping them of their masculinity, right? That the comfort in society, how everything is so easy right now, it is actually stripping men of their masculinity. And you know what? That kind of resonated with me because I came up under a father. Comfort was the last thing on his mind when it came to me. I think about stuff about Pop now that he's gone. And when I was younger, guys, I had no idea. I just did not understand. I thought that what he did made no sense. I thought that he was being intentionally crappy to me. Yeah, just a lot of stuff that young kids think about their fathers when they don't have the proper understanding. And what I didn't know, men, was that my father, as far back as I can remember, my father was preparing me to be a man. I can remember as early as 11, 10 years old. Most kids know what it's like to get up on a Saturday and go outside and play with friends. Guys, I don't have any idea what that's like, because on Saturdays, from the time that I was 11 until the time that I was maybe 20 something, whenever he was outside, I was outside. I have had my behind beat because a hood was up on the car and I wasn't outside. And his thing was, whenever that hood is up on the car, you're outside with me. And my thought, guys, is like, why? I don't know how to do nothing out here. Why do you want me to be out here? Whenever the lawnmower was running, I had to walk behind him with a bag, right? The bag that we would change when the lawnmower got full, I would have to walk. He would never let me use the lawnmower. I just had to walk beside him with the bag. And I'm looking at all my friends playing, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Guys, whether it was the car with the hood being up, whether it was the lawnmower, it was me being there and watching and learning things that he was trying to teach me. All of that type of stuff, right, that made no sense to me. It just makes so much sense now that he wasn't concerned that I wasn't comfortable out there. I remember having to put up Christmas lights with him, and my mother was trying her hardest. My mother and my sisters, You got to put these clothes on. And he was, get him out here. Get him out here. I don't care about that. Get him out here. It was freezing outside, and they were trying to make me comfortable. My mother and my sisters, they were trying to put thermal underwear, and they were trying to put extra layers on, and my dad could care less about that. I want him out here because I want him to know what it's like to be uncomfortable. I want him to know that the job takes precedence over his comfort. And man, there were days that I don't want to say I hated my dad, but it was like, what the hell are you doing, right? My first construction job with my father. I had never driven a semi-truck before in my life. Now, keep in mind, he had me driving a car when I was 11 years old on the expressway, all of that stuff at 11 years old. We're on a job site, guys. The supervisor or the foreman tells my father to move a semi-truck from one job site to one end of the job site to the other. My father looks at me, move that truck to the other side of the job site. I'm like, Pop, I don't know how to drive a truck. What are you talking about? Get in there and move that to the other side of the job site. And I've been with him all my life, so at this point I know that there is no talking back. I got in there, guys. I grinded gears from one side to the other. I didn't know what the clutch was. I didn't know how to shift. I didn't know anything. But you know what? I got it over there. I got it over there, right? And all of that, whether it was walking behind the lawnmower, whether it was being outside, whether it was being uncomfortable, all of that was preparing me for manhood. Listen, forget all of that facade stuff you see on rap videos and you see on Power and shows like that. That ain't manhood. What manhood is being able to be blindfolded, put on a bus, and get off anywhere and be able to take care of yourself. That is what I can do now, and I pride myself on that. You can put me on a bus blindfolded and I'll get off anywhere and I'll eat because I know how to do things. I know how to take care of myself. I know how to survive because that's what men do. That's what men do, young man. And my fear for you guys is that we've made things, or society has made things so comfortable for you guys that, you kind of miss out on that learning how to really take care of yourself and do things. Listen, I can't tell you guys how many times I have been at gas stations, or I've seen a car on the side of the road and it's the young lady pumping the gas, or it is the young lady outside trying to see what's wrong with the car while the man is sitting in the car. I believe that a lot of the men are sitting there because they don't know what to do. They just don't know what to do. And it is because we've made things so comfortable. And I'm guilty of it. I did it with my son. I can remember being under the changing oil, and I got my son right there with me like my father had me with him. And my son is looking at his friends and he wants to go play, and you know what? Go ahead, man. Go ahead, right? Making it comfortable for him, right? And at the end of the day, guys, the comfort has to take second place to you learning how to do and knowing how to do certain things that men do. You need to learn how to be good with your hands. You need to learn how to fix stuff. You need to learn how to be able to look at something, critically think, and work it out. You need to be emotionally sound, not get overly excited over stuff, and think and be calculating. This is what men do. Society has made it so comfortable, guys, that I believe that a lot of you young men believe that that type of thing just isn't necessary anymore. And it is. Being a man means something. And I'm not talking about being a man and take on this one and I can fight. That has something to do with it, but that's not the be all to end all, man. Yes, you need to know how to defend yourself and take care of yourself and stand up for yourself. Yes, you absolutely need to know how to do that, but there's a bigger piece to this puzzle. And the bigger piece to this puzzle is being a man. Being a man requires being uncomfortable more times than many, right? And if you're going to build yourself, the foundation, the basis of that building has to be, I'm a man. I am a man. And a man does certain things. A man isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. A man isn't afraid to figure it out. A man isn't afraid to work hard. A man isn't afraid to struggle. You know what? Back in the history, and I think the Legion of Men, he talks about this as well, how there was like a rite of passage when boys became men back in primitive cultures. Y'all got it so easy. I had it easy. You know what those young boys did back then, around 12, 13? The men of the village got together, gave them a spear, a little sack of food, and sent them out in the woods where there was wild animals that can kill them, that can harm them, sent them out there. And you know what? Whoever comes back, wasn't this ideal of, they're going to be too cold out there, or, something might harm them. No, it was a rite of passage. This is how you went from being a boy to being a man. You went out there, and it may cost you your life. In those same societies, when a young man wanted to marry a woman, he had to go away. He had to go away by himself and build a whole house. Build a whole house. A lot of you young kids out here can't change a light bulb. I'm not being serious that, a lot of us have that type of mentality, or a lot of us have that type of thing going on. We are so comfortable, right? And those are just illustrations of how back in the day, guys, it wasn't about a man's comfort. It was about a man showing his worth, showing his value as a man. I'm all about building. We have to build ourselves as men to have resources and options. But that starts with acknowledging the fact that we're men. And as a man, that we should welcome into our space. And being uncomfortable is one of them. Being uncomfortable, learning through struggle. It's like in the gym, man. You don't get strong by lifting lighter weights. You get strong by lifting heavier weights, right? It's the same thing with your life, guys. It is only through struggle, it is only through pain that, we grow into something better and more than what we are now. And as a man, you have to embrace that. You have to really embrace that. So again, building ourselves, so very important, but at the core of the base of all of that is being the right type of man. The right type of man doesn't shy away from problems. The right type of man doesn't shy away from struggle. The right type of man knows it can be hard sometimes, but I still got to do what I got to do. The right type of man should be strong, and that's just not physical strength, man. That's emotional strength, that's intellectual strength. So at the end of the day, guys, shout out to my man over at Legion of Men for even bringing this to my attention, that your masculinity is important. Your masculinity is important. And starting today, right, I want you to start thinking about that a little more, thinking about your manhood and how important that is, and what things can I do to secure my masculinity and my manhood. What things can I do to become more of a man than I am now? That's why I'm on you about getting into the gym. Don't want you to look weak and soft. I want you to, men are supposed to be strong looking, masculine. That's what men look like. Hell, anymore, the women look more like men than the men do. Many of you didn't have the benefit of having a father in the home like I had, but that's okay, man. There's plenty of men on these podcasts. There's plenty of men that you see every day, right, that exude these traits that I'm talking about now. Just watch them. Just listen to them and start emulating what they do. Manhood, man, I love being a man. I love being a man with all of its pain and suffering. I love it. Wouldn't trade it for the world. It's a badge of honor for me to be looked upon as, hey, do you know how to do this? Hey, can you fix this? Or I sure can. I absolutely can. It's a badge of honor for me when everybody is fearful and everybody is like, oh my God, what are we going to do? I can come in as a man and go, well, let me look at this and let me see how I can help. Man, it means something. It means something to be a man, right? But you don't really get off into that without struggle, without learning, without being uncomfortable, right? So I don't want the comfort of today to strip you guys of your masculinity. That is the whole point of the video. Shout out to the Legion of Men podcast. I am the over 50 guy / the online dad. We'll be back with another one soon.
Nah, man, I'm done, bruh. I'm done, dog. My nigga.
New play.
Who I got?
Fuck
The
is
white.
a
I
full
got the white.
It's still, bruh.
That's a full switch, nigga.
Yeah.
That's a
Where
full
you at? There you go.
switch,
Look at that.
What the fuck is a full switch?
Damn, man, I'm tripping. Oh, full switch, man. Not the full switch. We out here. Good shit, man. Y'all wildin' tonight, I ain't gonna lie. And we'll give you boy a break. Oh. Full switch is a good play though.